Hello, fifth graders. This is your grammar video for Unit 3, Week 2. This week's topic is present tense and present progressive tense of verbs in a sentence. And while this sounds really confusing, you use it all the time. It's just time for you to learn what it really is called. So let's first take a look at what is a tense. Tenses are just words that are used to refer to time. And by using those tenses, you can refer to the past, the present, or the future. And they really only affect verbs. So you don't have to worry about them changing nouns or prepositions like we've learned about. It's just really what those nouns or subjects are doing within the sentence. So we're really only going to be working with verbs this week. So they are shown by the form of the verbs that are used. Just the tenses are going to be showing whether it's in the present, the past, or the future. So what does this mean for us? Let's look at some examples to help you out. In this picture, you can see the cat sleeps. And that means it's in the present. The cat is sleeping right now. And because it's in the present, we are going to use the verb sleeps right here because it's happening right now. The cat sleeps. In this picture, we're going to say the cat slept. It's in the past tense, and so we would change the word sleeps to the word slept, because that is the past tense of the word sleeps. Now in this picture, you can see my little kitty friend here yawning. So in this sentence, we have the cat will sleep. And we can tell that because he's yawning. And because he hasn't yet fallen asleep, it's in the future. The cat will sleep sometime soon in the future. Let's take a look at some more. In this picture, we have a man, and the man digs. This is in the present. He's currently doing it right now. So that is present tense, and you can tell because the verb ends with the letter S. And many of the verbs that we'll be looking at, if it's in the present tense, will have just that S. Now we have the man dug. And so it is in the past because he is finished. He's smiling, he has his shovel out of the hole, and he's standing up. That's how we know it's in the past. The man dug. Dug, of course, is the past tense of the word dig. In this picture, he has yet to start his dig, so this is the future tense, and the sentence is the man will dig. So you can tell it's going to happen in the future because of the phrase right here, will dig. All right, now let's dig in a little bit deeper. This sounds scary, but it really isn't that bad. Present progressive tense is what we're going to talk about now. So present progressive tense is just used to show that the action is going to continue, or it's going to continue to be in progress. So to form a present progressive, you just use the form of the word be, the verb be. So that's am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. And then you're going to add what's called a present participle. And that's usually just an ending to the word, like ing. And we're really going to be probably looking mostly at ing for the next couple of days to change that verb to be present progressive. Okay? So let's take a look at some examples to help you better understand. In this picture, she is walking. Now, if this was just plain old present tense, the sentence would be she walks. But you can tell that she is going to continue walking because she has a long ways to go to get to the stadium back there in the background. So she is walking. It's going to continue. She is going to continue walking. So here is the verb form of be. So that would be is. And what is she doing? She is still walking. She has a long ways to go. So that's why it's present, because she's still doing it. And the walking says she's still going to continue it right now. Here's another one. I am working on my homework in the kitchen. So right now, I am, that tells me it's present, and I'm going to be continuing to work on my homework in the kitchen because I'm not quite done. So that's why we have I am working. This is your form of the word or the verb be, and here is your verb work, and we need that participle ing to make it make sense. We wouldn't say I am work on my homework in the kitchen. That would not make sense. If it was in the present, just regular old present tense, it would say I work on my homework in the kitchen. We would not really have an idea that that action is continuing. So in the sentence, we're clarifying that I'm continuing to work on that homework in my kitchen so that I can get it done, probably. All right, here's another example for this. Mike and I are carrying surfboards to the shore. So, in this case, the form of be is the word are. Am is are, or be, been. And what are we doing? Carrying. We're going to continue carrying those surfboards all the way to the shore. Probably once we get in there, we won't be doing that anymore, but right now it's continuing until we get to the shore. So we have our form of the word be, and then we have our verb, which was carry, but we're going to continue, so we have to add that participle ing to the verb carry. So, with that being said, it's just that present progressive just means that you're making your sentence show that the action will be continuing at the present time. That's really all it is. So today or this week as you do your work, you're going to probably be changing some sentences to have ing plus changing a verb or two to make sure that it matches what the sentence needs to have. It's really not too hard, kiddos. You've been doing it for a long time. It just has the fancy name now to it. So we've talked about the present tense. We've talked about tenses, and they're just words that refer to use the time, and you can use them to refer to the past, present, or the future. And we've talked about the present progressive tense, which remember, it just means that you are making your sentence show that that action will be continuing at this present time. If you need further clarification, rewatch the video. If you still need further clarification, be sure to ask, but remember not to interrupt teachers during guided reading time, but we will try to help you as soon as possible. This is the end of this video. You may end.